before we enter the quiet library of the mind, allow your body to settle. Find a position where you can rest comfortably. You may lie down or sit in a way that feels completely natural for your body. Let your hands relax. Let your shoulders soften. Take a slow breath in through your nose and gently exhale. Allow the muscles of your face to loosen. Allow your jaw to unclench. Let the weight of the day slowly fall away from your body. Your breathing becomes slower. Your body grows heavier against the surface beneath you. There is nothing you need to do now. Nothing you need to solve. Nothing you need to control. This moment is only for rest. And as your body relaxes, your mind begins to soften as well. In a moment, we will walk together into a quiet place inside your mind. A peaceful space where every thought can rest. A silent library where the day slowly closes. Tonight, imagine that your mind is a quiet library after closing hours. The doors are gently locked, and the world outside has grown silent. Soft lights glow between endless shelves, filled with the thoughts of your day. Some of those thoughts are organized and calm. Some are scattered across the tables like unfinished notes. Some are still open, waiting for your attention. But tonight, nothing needs to be finished. Nothing needs to be analyzed. Nothing needs to be improved. You are not here to fix anything tonight. You are only here to close the books of the day, one by one. And as each thought returns quietly to its place, the library begins to breathe. the air becomes softer. Tonight, the Virgo mind does not work. Tonight, the Virgo mind rests. As you walk deeper into the library, the silence becomes more noticeable. Your footsteps are slow and gentle. The air is calm and perfectly still. Virgo energy naturally loves order and clarity. But tonight, this order is soft and peaceful. You begin to notice the shelves around you. Each shelf carries pieces of your day. Conversations, small decisions, moments you replayed in your mind, tiny details your mind tried to improve. Normally, your mind would stop here and start organizing everything again. But tonight, you simply observe. You breathe slowly. You allow the shelves to exist exactly as they are. Nothing needs to be sorted right now. Nothing needs to be corrected. The library already knows where everything belongs. And as you trust that quiet order, your body begins to relax. Your shoulders soften. Your breath becomes slower. The library grows calmer with every moment. You continue walking slowly between the quiet shelves. The library seems endless tonight. Row after row of thoughts, resting in silence. Some shelves hold small memories from the morning. Others carry moments from the afternoon. And some contain the quiet reflections of the evening. You notice how gently everything is arranged. Nothing is rushing here. Nothing is demanding your attention. A soft calm fills the air around you. like a peaceful pause between thoughts. You move your fingers lightly across the edge of one shelf. Dustless. Still. Undisturbed. These thoughts have waited patiently. Not to be solved. Not to be fixed. Simply to rest. You take another slow breath. The quiet of the library settles deeper into your mind. Somewhere in the distance, another row of lights glows softly, guiding you further into calm. Your steps remain slow. Your breathing steady. And with every step, the noise of the day grows more distant. The small corrections, the unfinished details, the questions your mind kept turning over, all of them now rest quietly on their shelves. You realize something comforting. The mind does not always need to solve everything. Sometimes it only needs a place to gently put things down. And tonight, this library is that place. Here, every thought is allowed to rest. And with every breath you take, your mind becomes quieter too. As you continue walking, you notice a long table in the center of the library. On the table lie many open notebooks. These are the thoughts your mind kept revisiting during the day. Things you wished you had said differently. Details you wanted to improve. Small moments you replayed again and again. Virgo minds are incredibly powerful because they see what others miss. Patterns, errors, possibilities for improvement. But tonight, you are allowed to rest from that responsibility. You gently close the first notebook. You place it back on the shelf. Then another. And another. Nothing inside those pages needs to be rewritten tonight. Nothing needs to become perfect before you sleep. For now, it is enough that the day simply existed. And as each notebook closes, your mind releases a little more tension. The table slowly becomes empty. The library grows quieter. You remain standing beside the long table for a moment. The quiet in the room deepens. A few notebooks still rest there. Open pages, waiting without urgency. You take one of them gently in your hands. The paper feels light. The ink calm and unmoving. These pages once held your attention. Your corrections. Your careful thinking. But tonight, they are only memories of effort. You slowly close another notebook. The sound is soft, almost like a whisper in the library. Nothing resists being closed. Nothing asks to stay open. You realize something peaceful. Perfection was never required tonight. The day does not need editing anymore. Every moment already happened. Every word already passed. And now they are simply part of the shelves. You place another notebook back where it belongs. Then another. The table grows clearer, more open. The mind follows the same movement. Less tension, less correction, less effort. And in that quiet simplicity, the library breathes a little easier. As the library grows quieter, you notice another section behind the shelves. It is a small archive room. Older, more silent. This is where the thoughts that kept returning during the day are stored. Moments your mind replayed again and again. Tiny details you wanted to correct. Words you wished had sounded different. Virgo energy often returns to these memories, trying to refine them, trying to adjust them, trying to make them perfect. But tonight, something gentle happens. You realize this archive does not need editing. It only needs rest. You take one memory from the shelf. You observe it calmly. Then you place it back exactly as it is. Not corrected, not rewritten, simply accepted. Another memory waits. Another small detail the mind tried to improve. You return that one too. And slowly, the archive becomes quiet. Nothing needs to be reorganized tonight. Nothing needs improvement right now. The shelves are calm, and your mind becomes calmer with them. You remain standing inside the quiet archive room. The stillness here feels even deeper than the rest of the library. These shelves hold the small echoes of the day. Thoughts that once asked for attention. Moments that once asked for correction. But now they rest peacefully in their places. You slowly walk along the archive shelves. Your fingers gently brush across the edges of the books. Nothing here is in a hurry. Nothing asks to be opened again tonight. A soft understanding begins to settle in your mind. Not every thought needs revisiting. Not every moment needs refining. Some memories simply wish to be placed gently back where they belong. You take another slow breath. The quiet of the archive wraps around you, like a calm blanket over the mind. The shelves remain still. The pages remain closed. And with each step you take, the mind releases another small piece of tension. The day no longer asks for your effort. It simply rests here in silence. And in this quiet archive, your thoughts begin to rest as well. Now the library becomes even quieter. You notice the lights above the shelves slowly beginning to dim. Not suddenly, not sharply. Just gently fading, row by row. Each fading light represents a thought that no longer needs attention tonight. One light softens. A small worry about tomorrow disappears. Another light dims. A mistake from earlier in the day loses its weight. Another light fades. An unfinished task quietly steps aside for the night. The Virgo mind often stays awake, trying to improve every detail. But tonight, improvement is not the goal. Rest is the goal. As the lights continue to fade, the library becomes wider and calmer, like a peaceful universe. Nothing needs to be solved. Nothing needs to be fixed. Only breathing remains. Only stillness. Only rest. And with every breath, your body sinks deeper into calm. You continue standing quietly between the dimming shelves. The light in the library grows softer with every moment. A gentle glow remains above a few distant rows. But even those lights begin to fade. The space around you feels larger now. More open. More peaceful. The quiet spreads slowly through the library, like a calm tide moving through still water. You take another slow breath. Your shoulders sink a little deeper. Your mind becomes lighter. One more light dims in the distance. Another small thought disappears into the quiet. A plan for tomorrow. A question from earlier. A detail your mind once wanted to correct. All of them slowly dissolve into the fading light. Nothing follows you anymore. The shelves stand peacefully in the soft darkness. The library is no longer a place of thinking. It has become a place of rest. And as the final lights grow softer, your mind follows the same gentle rhythm. Slower, quieter, deeper into calm. Only a few lights remain now. The library is almost completely dark, but it feels warm and peaceful. Every shelf is quiet. Every book is resting. Every thought has returned to its place. You slowly walk toward the entrance. Behind you, the entire library breathes in stillness. The day is finished. The mind no longer needs to organize anything. No more analysis. No more correction. No more perfection. You gently close the doors of the library. Not with effort, just a soft motion. And as the doors close, the Virgo mind releases the day. The shelves sleep. The archive sleeps. The lights sleep. And now your mind follows that same quiet darkness. The library rests. And now you rest too. You remain for a moment beside the closed doors. The quiet of the library settles gently around you. Behind those doors, every thought now rests peacefully. Nothing asks to be opened again tonight. The shelves remain still in the darkness. The pages remain closed. The memories remain calm. You take one more slow breath. The air feels warm, safe, quiet. The work of the day has ended. There are no more lists to check, no more details to adjust, no more thoughts asking for improvement. The mind no longer needs to search for order. The order is already in the stillness, in the gentle darkness of the library. You slowly turn away from the doors, and with that simple movement, the last weight of the day leaves your mind. The night is calm now, and in this calm, sleep begins to welcome you.